Welcome to another episode of the Nintendo Powercast. That intro cut out kind of weird, so I was like, when do I get to start talking? So who knows, there might be just silence. Yeah, that's fun. But it is a Thursday. The gang is all here. We're back together. We're Crawler and I have the con crud, and it is what it is. So Crawler, how's it going?
What were you guys doing out in Vegas together, huh?
That stays in Vegas. Crawler, how's it going?
Good, Crawler coming at you. 100%ed Mario Wonder. That last challenge room, the what is it? The badge challenge gauntlet is pretty fun.
Spoilers.
Okay. Did we title this one as spoilers?
I did. It says spoiler
Okay.
cast.
Good. Yeah, Johnny, we're okay. But yeah, it's the last thing you get to do in the game, and it is a showcase. I hope we get more of it. Luigi U style, kind of more of that kind of stuff coming our way, because that was the better half of my Tuesday, I think, spent doing that. So
how long did it take you?
It took me 50 lives. I don't know. I went in there with 99. I think I came out with about 50, and you earn lives as
It's more than 50 lives. You probably lost 75 lives
at least. It's a lot of pattern recognition and learning, but that was my introduction, so I'll let Josh keep going.
What up, Johnny? How you doing?
I also 100% of the game, unlike two of the people on this show.
Two of us.
You don't have all the badges yet. You are
which two?
The game has been out for like 5 days.
Hey,
no, 6 days.
You're living in the future, Johnny, because I looked at your thing today and you played it 7 days ago. The rest of us played it.
I played it at midnight. I played it at midnight.
Okay. Cheesy, how are you?
What's going on, cheese curds? I'm so excited that we're talking about the watermelon game tonight. It is a blast.
I did buy it.
So fun.
I did buy it.
It's very addictive. Like, no joke. It's taking a lot of my time.
Okay. All right. Well, before we jump into this, of course, head on over to the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. If you'd like to get ad-free listening, you can subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And before we jump too far, Crawler, where can people connect with you?
The best spot to find and hang out with me is on X/Twitter and TikTok. Especially TikTok. I'm putting together a long series of running all the courses with the invisibility badge on. So World 1 has not been a big challenge, but I know it'll get harder as I go. So come watch me fail. That'll be up on TikTok.
Right on. Cheesy, where can people connect with you?
You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and the Communication Error Podcast, CHEEZYC64.
And Johnny.
I'm Johnny Bo everywhere: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and the Communication Error Podcast. I put out a video on my YouTube channel last night about trying to beat Super Mario Bros. Wonder without using a Wonder Flower. And I did, spoilers, I didn't think you could, but I found out tonight that I'm going to be continuing that run.
Yeah, so far you've been proven wrong.
So far.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. That's awesome. I've been loving the game. I think it's been great, and I'm not doing any. I did one video for TikTok. It did well. I just showed how to get the unlimited lives, and man, the comments are great. Like, if you need that many lives, you suck. Like, you're garbage.
Man, I might do a spoof on that.
You should.
There's an easier way of getting a quicker way of getting that.
What? Just buying them?
Just buy
them. Just buy them.
As we can see, Mario balance right there on the ledge, which I just love all the different animations.
I guess not, because grinding for purple coins, is awful.
I'm sitting at 999 right now, and I've bought the 300 stuff. Like, you're not playing enough, Johnny.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I had to grind for like an hour and a half to get the final medal.
Keep standing on that guy, Josh. That's how you get the POW. No, oh, you just killed him.
Stand on what guy?
You stand on that pipe. It raises him up. He throws his spike ball, and then it rolls all the way over and goes so you can get that POW block over there.
Let's bring him back. Come on back, Spike.
For audio listeners, Josh is playing the game right now.
Currently playing. Yes.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, Crawler and I met a company called One Shot Energy Chews, and I talked with them today. And if you guys go to oneshotenergy.com and use coupon code N64Josh, I believe there is a discount. I literally got all the information today, so I'm not completely up to date on it, but I know that is the code. So I don't know how much you'll save, but go and check it out if you'd like. That's oneshotenergy.com. And they're good. They're kind of like a Now and Later or a Starburst, but with caffeine and nootropics, and like they're low calorie, low sugar.
Josh was pounding them on, what was that?
Sunday?
Saturday, yeah. Because he didn't have coffee. He bought a 6-pack of them, was just pounding them while we were playing a Star Wars card game that comes out in March that looks really fun.
Yeah. So there's different flavors, and then come March, they're actually, if you're a podcaster or a singer or anything like that, they've got some like just kind of like throat health chews coming out. So we'll be showcasing those things as well, and they're going to be sending me a bunch. So we'll be doing some giveaways and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. But Spike came back. So but oneshotenergy.com and coupon code N64Josh. Now we are going to be doing a spoiler cast. We're going to be talking about everything Wonder. I have a feeling most people that are listening have already beat it, and I do want to say what's up to the chat too. So if you guys are here hanging with us live, we appreciate you. Let's where do you want to start? Like, how do you feel about the overall length of the game?
I was kind of surprised that we didn't get 8 worlds. Were you guys
7? We got what, 7?
It's 6 worlds with like that with the
hub world.
The extra is the hub of the pedal aisles, which is kind of and then that merges into, because I'm looking at my level selector, and the Bowser airship kind of merges with the pedal aisles. It's not its own thing.
But if you count the pedal aisles and then the special world, that would be 8, right?
Yeah, but typically you have 8 standard levels, standard worlds.
Yeah.
And then you either have a special world,
a Star Road,
or even Star Road, something like that. I mean, I'm not surprised how short it is, because pretty much all Mario games are this short. But it is disappointing. Like, they had 10 years. They could have given us more, and apparently they had over 2,000 ideas.
Well, and the worlds vary quite a bit. Like I'm looking at like World 6, the Magma Bog is massive in comparison to like the Fungi Mines or
World 3 is like
Shining
4
Falls.
levels. Yeah.
Shining Falls is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like proper levels, and then there's some challenges and special levels and stuff like that. That's it.
I don't know.
And we were missing castles in like 3 of the
3
of the worlds.
Didn't have a castle, and
5 didn't.
2 of them didn't have a castle.
So 1 has a castle, 2 has a castle, 3 did not, 4 does. 5
4 doesn't.
5 did
5
not.
Is fungi. Yeah, 5 didn't.
5 did not, and 6 did. And then there was and then Bowser's Castle in the pedal aisles.
We did it. We got the POW.
Cheesy, you got cut off. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I was just gonna say, like, I think the length of it is fine for a 2D Mario game. I understand that they had a bunch of time and they could have made it longer. But
$60.
Guys,
I guess
at least it's not 70.
I had a good time. I honestly think that 2D Mario is best when you play with others, and 3D Mario is when you are playing by yourself. And I got to play with my wife. I played with some friends, and it was a great time. Like, I think that even though it's a short game, It's the experience that is also coming along with that price tag.
Well, I think
if you're comparing it that way.
I love the game, right? I love the overall game. I thought it was fun. I mean, I 100% it. I don't ever 100% games. But I 100% of the game in 3 days. Like that should not be the case. It was like 20 hours, maybe 20 hours to 100% it.
But you're also it also sparked a decent amount of idea for content for you.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. If I mean, I'm gonna make content out of it, but I don't. That's probably a different case than other people.
I don't make a lot of content when it comes to some of the stuff, but like it's inspired me to like the badge system has its own. I played through the game I would say 98% of the game, unless it made me do the badge challenges with a different thing. I just kept the parachute hat on for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
But there's the speedrunning community. I've been watching some YouTube videos and stuff this week, and there's the spin jump is really it's after you've already jumped. It's a secondary spin jump that just pulls you up again. That's being utilized by the speedrunning community. There's also the speed dash badge where you keep running off a ledge and then you get a secondary chance to jump after the fact. So instead of like Elephant Mario can run across a 2-block gap without a problem. Mario with the dash badge, I think, can run up to like 3 or 4 probably. So it can lead to just some interesting routes and then the bubbling as well with the bubble power up. That's spoilers, kind of how Johnny has found his way. That's how he's kind of
my thumb hurts
meandering through these no Wonder Seed or Wonder Flower playthrough that he's trying to do.
I feel like a speed run or like a good player now that I've learned how to do this bubble jump thing.
Is that all it took?
Well, we were talking like all day today about this one stream that we saw. I'm not gonna name names on who it was, but they were playing. It was the level called Jump Jump Jump. It's the one. It's like the rhythm level where the blocks come into a beat, and they were on it for 3 hours.
I think they were farming content.
I hope they were, because that level's not that hard.
You got to do this in under 70 seconds, Josh. Go.
Oh, I'm good.
You got another room to do though.
So Johnny, how long are you wanting the game to be for a 2D Mario game?
30 hours, like I said.
Oh, you want it to be
base
like
game. All right, so when I'm thinking about, I mean, I don't remember how long Mario 3D Land was, but after you beat the 8 worlds in 3D Land, there was another 8 worlds after that. I don't recall how long that game was, but
yeah,
that's kind of what I want.
Did you finish it?
Oh yeah, I did 100% that one, because I remember you had to get the gold flagpole with both Luigi and Mario to get to the special world, the special secret world. I don't know. I just I wish there was more post-game content. The special world, those levels were great. I just want more of them. There was only what 6 or 7. Well, there were there were 7.
There's 6 entry points into the special world. So, and then there was the middle challenge, and then you go up, and then there's the gauntlet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including the badge marathon.
But I know it's 2D Mario, but even if you look at Odyssey, you have, after the moon, you have the dark side of the moon, then you have the darker side of the moon. Then you have this is spoilers already, the Mushroom N64 Kingdom. There was just a lot more.
Did you just announce spoilers for a 7-year-old game?
Who knows? All right. So I know I'm coming off negative on this point, but I do really enjoy this game. I think it's probably the best 2D Mario that we've had since World.
I don't know if it's as much negative as that you just wanted more because you like it so much.
Yeah, no, that's what I want. I do have another complaint, and I've been very vocal about this on Twitter and everywhere. The boss fights suck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And especially airship bosses.
Airship boss fights. I wouldn't even call those boss fights.
Yeah, that's a run the conveyor. Don't just run at the thing because it's a conveyor belt that you have to jump like twice to get over it.
Well, I think it's like an homage to, you know, the first Super Mario Bros. Where you have to get behind Bowser to get the axe. The final battle was cool though. I did like the final
and
battle.
And it was in depth and
you had to bop it like 5 times instead of 4.
Yeah.
They did change the bops to 4 times.
Well, and it was the whole game kind of does have a theme with on the beat and music and that kind of stuff because it's got the Piranha Plant like musical number, it's got the Ninja dance party stuff. Yeah. It's got the end Bowser fight with the timing of the jumps on the pads or whatever.
Yeah, I wish it would have leaned into that more. Like it had more rhythm levels like that.
Yeah, all the different singing and everything was so charming and just like so weird, but like Nintendo weird, like the best kind of weird possible, you know?
It's super weird because we were taking our Uber to the airport on what was that, Monday, and Josh is playing this random like music. I'm like, what is that? Because it's the Piranha Plants without the background music. Somebody had isolated it, and he was listening to it on Twitter or something like that. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
I hope they do release more levels, maybe either, you know, like DLC levels like they did for New Super Mario Bros. 2, or like a new Luigi U type deal. I just want more. I just want more.
I hope it's DLC. Like, I know that's not the popular opinion, but if it could give us like potentially, you know, another game's worth of content, like I'll gladly drop another, you know, whatever to get it. Like, I'm down. Why does this guy not want to just fall all the way to his death? You
took care of this really well.
You are struggling, man.
You bounced on that bottom tree right there, and you got him to run after you the right way.
Yeah, this time it's just been struggling every time since.
And so you can also hit him with like 5 fireballs, and they'll die.
I gotta either talk or play. What are the two? So we'll just keep talking. So, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, the way I've been gaming lately, the length for me was great. Just to be able to run through it relatively quick. And I mean, wasn't Pikmin 4 relatively short too in comparison to like,
yeah,
you know? So I mean,
well, actually, I was 100%ing that game as I was going, I feel like, and it took me a little bit on Pikmin 4.
Yeah, I think that game was like, it took me like 15 hours to roll the credits. And
so Johnny, did you play stuff with this game in 100% as you were going?
Or yeah, pretty much. I tried to do as much as I could the first run through, and then like I only had to go back and do like some of these levels that Josh is playing because I had to get the 3rd purple coin.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I was near 100% by the time I rolled a credit. Well, near 100% of the whole like standard levels, and then
I think it gives you like two badges. I think if you complete the game and you've been kind of 100%ing stuff for the most part as you go.
Yeah, I only got one medal.
You're gonna do it again because you almost did it again.
You could have just made it run off like without. Oh man, can't get the 3rd one.
This is more fun for the
like, the fact that you can't do it under 70 seconds.
I've been playing through the game without the Wonder Flower, trying not to get a Wonder Flower, and the levels without the Wonder Flower, like they needed the Wonder Flower in the game, or it would have just felt like another new Super Mario Bros. Game.
That shtick or whatever, that gimmick was
Yeah.
was like the deciding factor for you.
The gimmick is like, I think the wonder effects were really cool. Again, I wish we got to do some of them more, like the Goomba. I think the Goomba ones were my favorite, and I think there might have been 2.
Yeah, I remember two. Yeah,
I think it's really cool that like you got it in every level, because I wasn't expecting that. Were you guys expecting to get it in every level?
I think they had announced that,
Did they?
but I don't remember 100% if they had said that. But I think I also remember them saying that it had to be no repeats or whatever. Like there's some that are a little bit repeat, but like not in the same fashion, because I think there's like kind of 2 star ones, right, but like one's raining stars, and I feel like one is
Just clapping Josh on. Sorry.
yeah, Josh got his 3rd coin.
Well, I know like the slime one happens 3 times in a row on Shining Falls.
Oh, and I guess they don't repeat because all airships have the same Wonder Flower, Bowser Jr. targeting you with a bomb or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I did like the slime one. I thought it was very satisfying, just kind of, I don't know, sliming your way through all the crevices. That sounds gross, but you know what I mean.
And the boulder was kind of fun as well, but that was like seen in the trailer.
And you didn't get to do that one very much either. I think maybe 2.
I really enjoyed the slime, like Cheesy was saying. Like I felt like it was I felt like it was just like kind of unique, where you could run on top, but then also essentially swim in it, but not like not completely swim. I don't know. I thought it was I enjoyed it. I liked the just that mechanic or whatever, where it was kind of different than stuff we've experienced. What about like when the levels went where they basically changed the perspective? Did you guys enjoy those?
Oh, the where it changed to the top down.
Yeah,
I was all right with that. There's one later on that was like that was actually like a decent challenge while you were doing that one. Because wasn't there something that like it wasn't the same thing as the fish coming out of the ground, but it was like something that shot across the screen, right? That came at you. It was in the later levels, I feel like.
Well, they had one of them was like Lakitu, and like a couple of Lakitu's that were throwing like boulders down at you.
Yeah, the 3 Lakitu's.
Oh yeah, that one was
that seemed so RNG to me at the very beginning, but as I did it more and more, like it wasn't as much RNG. Like it did have a pattern, but that's kind of one of the most frustrating things about 2D Mario a little bit, is that like a lot of it is just pattern memorization, and as opposed to just reactionary. It's
I don't know. I like I like that in the final level, because man, if that was not pattern, I would still be playing that to this day. The final badge.
Yeah.
Like they use this pipe. The
inchworm
I
pipe.
think the best use of the wonder effect is in the final castle. Like how they did a whole bunch of different ones. I like that a lot.
I like how it just seemed like they were taking inspiration from other Nintendo games as well, because I thought the final boss fight kind of reminded me of Splatoon with DJ Octavio and like his whole DJ setup. And then like the dragons that come to life is kind of like Tears of the Kingdom. And then like the singing parts is like Paper Mario with Grand Old Sappy with the Origami King. If you guys remember that, like the trees come to life and they start singing. So it just kind of seemed like they mashed a bunch of other ideas that they've had in previous Nintendo Switch games and put it in a Mario game. And I think that's pretty cool.
What I loved was some of the throwbacks to like Mario 3, right? The those like the black
The
and
little
white,
musical things.
like, well, they were like black and white, like almost like mini piranha plants, you know, that you had to use the boot in Mario 3 to be able to to traverse them, right? To see those and
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, the chompers.
yeah, and I feel like in one of didn't we have to use a star to get past one of like to run?
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
you
I
butt
know
stomped
exactly what you're
a
talking
star out of a question block, and it came bouncing. You had to jump on it and then run backwards across the chompers.
Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff was great. And you know, I had somebody message me that was like, I think it was Clever the Great was like talking about how felt like we talked about last week, how there was like maybe some inspiration from Maker. You know, how a lot of people make levels.
Well, and
there definitely was like the puzzle levels, like the ones in the desert world, like they felt like Mario Maker levels.
Talking about like the search party ones.
Well, no, not those ones, but like the ones that were actually, I think they were called mazes, maybe. I don't know. Well, you had to get keys to open doors.
Mm-hmm.
And those felt like Mario Maker levels.
And it's also kind of a throwback to like World as well, right? Where
with the screen closing in as well at the end of each level, like that's a world kind of thing.
For sure. Yeah, but even the keys, like that was that was like, you know, we didn't really see that up until that. Well, we saw it in 2, but I mean, do we count that? I don't know. Like, I know it had keys, but
that's where Shy Guy came from. So yeah, we count it.
And Birdo.
Fair enough.
All right. So here's a spoiler. There's no secret playable character. That was disappointing.
They just give you all the characters right off the bat.
Like, where's Rosalina? Like, why didn't you put her in there?
What if the DLC is like Super Rosalina U?
That'd be cool. There were some levels where like you're in the galaxy with where you're Balloon Mario.
Yeah, that stuff was there was some great, like, I feel like I didn't necessarily like sit and savor this game all that much. I feel like it was kind of just like I kind of burned through it relatively quick. So going back now and doing more of it, I'm like, I'm loving this. Also, I am going to have a TikTok series on the different names I find, because somebody's name last night was Cars 2 on DVD, and I literally it was the best thing ever. So I'm gonna just start grabbing people's names and throwing them into throwing them onto TikTok.
Are you looking for the Wonder Flower on this one?
I believe so.
It's back. You got to go back. It's that blue flower right there. You got to have spikes help you out here.
I agree with.
I did that one last time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you did. You did the POW.
No, I did. It gave me a coin last time.
I'm pretty sure that's the Wonder Flower. Is that not?
Well, you have to go down. I think you have to go down there.
Oh, maybe I didn't trigger it. Yeah, it was just
no. Okay, that's just a coin. Do you have the Wonder Flower done?
I'm missing one seed on this level.
I don't remember where this one was.
This is World 1, man. I don't remember that.
I'll keep running around. Don't worry about it.
Well, what I was going to say is, like, I agree with Jimmy here in the chat that said it would only matter if they had different abilities. I hate that they're all the same. That was something that kind of surprised me too, is that like each character is just the same. So it didn't really matter like which one you picked. Obviously, Yoshi and Nabbit are for beginners or for, accessibility. But it was weird that like Luigi doesn't jump higher than Mario, but I guess that's where the badges come into play.
You have a Luigi type jump.
Yeah.
Badge.
Yeah. Do you guys miss that?
I think they did it because people probably like, certain characters, they like Luigi, but they don't like that he jumps higher or has the flutter jump
Mm.
In the other games, and they don't like that Toad runs faster or that Peach like floats. Like, I think people like the characters, but they don't necessarily like the abilities.
Or they
That's the only
wish
reason
that the character that they like had the ability of another character.
Yeah, and then they didn't they don't have badges for all the abilities. Like, there's the flutter jump one, but there's no like. Well, I guess there is the jet run is always running, so that's not running faster. But there's no float badge.
Yeah, there's nothing for Peach's ability.
Maybe like Pipe Dream, but maybe they for the DLC they change it up that it's like new Super Luigi U, but you can play as these other characters, and each character has their normal ability.
It's bothering me that you need a backup ability and you're not grabbing that.
So it was funny when we watched that initial trailer and they didn't get those little purple coins. Everybody was so annoyed about them not picking up those little purple coins, and it really doesn't matter if you don't get them.
They showed us.
Yeah, I mean, I just want more. The challenge levels were fun, like the badge levels. Those ones were fun. I mean, most of them were really easy because they were just to get the badges, but there were a couple that they were like, 4-star or whatever, like the wall jump one, the second wall jump one. That one's a little tricky. I wish there was more like that.
I mean, and after spending as much time in the badge challenge gauntlet at the end of the game, like it gives you kind of an appreciation for all the badges a little bit, and that's what kind of sparked me to want to do the invisibility badge throughout the whole game, just to see if it's how infuriating it is. But yeah, I mean, it's I kind of just stuck with the one thing I wanted to do throughout the game and didn't vary up.
Oh, I use the sensor badge sometimes when I needed to find like a secret exit.
Right up there by the pipes, Josh, up the top. Try jumping up that.
I did the first time I was messing around here, but I feel like I just kept hitting my head.
How do you feel about no timer?
Love it.
I'm not sure.
I mean, some Wonder Seeds have a timer on them, so you still you are just hitting your head.
Well, it's open. I just got to try to hit the side of the wall. It's just a little bit of a precise.
I don't think it's that though.
That seems a little too.
Yeah, this is a first world. I don't think they made it that tricky.
I don't remember where this Wonder Seed is.
Is it up that pipe?
I'm gonna have to go play this level while I'm doing it with Josh.
No, for me, like I like that there wasn't a timer. That's kind of the way that I like Mario games. I like searching for things, so that was kind of fun. And I do think that it also is nice when you have a list that tells you what you need to 100%. Like, it doesn't really change that much every Mario game. Like, if you played a Mario game before, you know what you need to 100% a Mario game. But it's also something that keeps me going instead of, say, something like Tears of the Kingdom, where you don't have a list or you need to go searching for it without even knowing where to go. Like, this tells me if I've collected the first 10 coins, so that's going to be somewhere in the beginning, or, if I need the third coin, I can just speed run the whole level until I get to almost the end. And I think it kind of allows you to play the way that you want to play a Mario game, especially with friends or those that are just learning how to play a Mario game, instead of rushing through the levels.
They should have called this game, or they should have had him take a Wonder Mushroom. Let's be real here.
Yeah, it is like Mario's on drugs, and
I was like,
You
oh no,
did it!
I'm not gonna be able to jump.
Where was it? I wasn't even paying attention.
I had to stand on a pipe that sent me down below what would normally look like. I was on it earlier. I'm like, oh, this is going to kill me if I follow it down.
Oh, I remember this one. I was upset. So that is one thing that did not jive with me in this game. There are things that go against traditional things that we've been programmed to understand in Mario games. I understand there's one kind of instance where if you're in a level where you have come from like below and you've seen that there's a path to fall back down to go into, but for every other hole in this world that you would fall into would kill you, and then just for you just to know that you have to fall down that to get it that's kind of backwards a little bit, but that bothered me a little bit on some of those.
I think the ones where you could go down or up, they have like a little shine, like a glow to them, instead of being just like a black pit. I might be wrong, but maybe not all of them had it.
Yeah, but I remember that. I was very confused by what I was trying to find, but yeah, they didn't do a good job explaining that one.
How about the one wonder flower that's in the slime that you have to like it's just in a random slime by itself. There hasn't been any, I don't think there's any other slime in the level really. And then all of a sudden there's slime and you have to do the ground pound, and then a wonder flower comes out of it. Like, do you guys recall that one?
I don't remember that one. Was it like where the slime trades places, so it's like up on the ceiling now and you can swim?
No, it literally was just like, it was near the end of the game, and there was like earth, if you will, on either side of just this little rectangle of slime. Like it was only just about this big. And if you just jumped over it, you were like, what? Like there was no indicator that there was a wonder flower in this thing. But once you did the ground pound, I remember like I ran around in the area for a little bit before I was like, well, I guess I'll go check and see if there's anything in here. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, here's how it progresses. But it just seemed a little bit strange. So there was just, and I think they just assumed people are going to maybe just hit it right off the,
there were a few things I had to go turn on the sensor badge for and look around and see what I could, like, just so I had my suspicions, but I needed to confirm the area and make sure that I was in the right spot, and then figure it out. Like the ninja jump curtain to open was kind of frustrating initially. But there were a few weird ones that I had to like confirm the area for, and then it doesn't make it blatantly obvious as well. Like I was going back through, it's that faint check mark. I was going through every level in World 1 because it didn't have the green check mark at the end. I was like, what am I missing? And there was a secondary level with 3 seeds on it, and I had to just look closely on that backdrop for if it had been completed, and then just trying to figure out where the entrance was. And sometimes that sensor doesn't even trigger it that well for you. Did you guys have to use the sensor badge at all? I didn't like play through with it initially, but if I was like really struggling to find something without having to look it up, I would put on the sensor badge and try to go find it.
Yeah, I put on the sensor badge for some of the things. The one that I think I actually had to look up was the Piranha Plants on Parade secret
Josh,
exit.
you need to quit you need to come in with elephant. You need to have elephant in the bag.
Oh, that's not what that's not how I did this one.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I know what to do, but I'll see. I think there's another way.
Elephant probably would be easier, but yeah. You could take a shell.
I'd take a shell, or I think if you hit the P, I think if you hit the P switch right here, I missed it. But I think that those bricks would still be coins. Potentially, there might be another one
I don't think those P switches act like regular old
here.
school P switches.
Let's see. Moment of truth.
You gotta be quick, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, the P switches don't act like regular P switches.
Yeah, the
elephant's the only way I know to do it.
Got it. Or carry a
but
shell.
Yeah, you probably need a shell, man.
Well, I had to try. I was like, come on. I want to see if the P, because that'd be the only area that we'd see a P switch turn blocks into coins. So I was like, well, maybe.
Okay, so Cryptic says, I do love how 100% the game brings much needed challenge. I haven't felt in a long time. I do think that final challenge is harder than like Champions Road. Maybe the darker side of the moon.
Only due to unnecessary, like the invisibility badge just adds an unnecessary layer of challenge to the game. And they made it the last thing after a gauntlet of four challenges that you're already running through.
You're talking about the very last area?
Yeah, it's called the final challenge.
No.
It's
after you've beaten Special Road all the way through. So just go back to 1-1 and get double elephant and then come through.
Yeah, that's the easiest way of doing it. But yeah,
the shout out.
I don't like that they didn't name stuff 1-1, 1-2. Like I mean, stuff is in order when you go to the level selection, but they don't have a sub level on them, and they just have the name of the stuff. So I don't know. I kind of miss that just conventional naming. I mean, most people I think are sticking with it, but it's not as cut and dry to just jump to a level and know what everyone's talking about.
Scram skedaddlers, you just got to know their names.
Yeah.
Just got to know their names. What controller do you guys like playing with the best? You know what I'm playing with right now?
You playing with the Super Nintendo? Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
It's the Super Nintendo controller.
I use the Pro controller the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Josh and I were on Joy-Con for the first half of the game because we were playing
the whole game. I beat it I beat it on the plane. So okay. Yeah, like I
got close to beating it on the plane, but I was, I think, World 6 or think before I got home.
So apparently you could turn off the ground pound with the stick,
which I think I need to do.
Yeah, because I tried it in handheld and it just kept ground pounding too much.
Yeah, because playing with the joystick is not fun. Did you guys, when you were using the Pro controller, you use the D-pad?
Yeah, I use the D-pad.
Cheesy?
I was switching back and forth because I played a lot of F-Zero 99 and I like using the D-pad on that. So it's been hard. Even when I'm playing Splatoon, like my thumb naturally wants to go to the D-pad. And I kept going back and forth on Wonder, but mostly just using the joystick.
It just doesn't feel right with a 2D platformer. Yeah.
I was
holding the run button.
Yeah, you gotta always hold the run button.
I was using the D-pad on the Joy-Con. I'm like, this just feels so wrong.
Oh,
it's like a PlayStation.
Did you see who was it? It was Wolfden. I think Wolfden had like a custom Joy-Con grip that like put it in a way that the Joy-Con D-pad was parallel with the buttons.
Yes, I saw that. I did see that. Like it was just a 3D print.
Yeah, it was just 3D print.
Yeah, I did see that. I was like, this is so strange.
Can't use that at a Smash tournament. All right.
Wow. So I will say this about the hat badge, right? It's the power up that feels the most like Mario 3 or Mario World with the cape or the or the
Tanuki,
tail, or
yeah.
any of that, anything where you could float with Mario. It
Yeah,
just
just
like this
where you
this
arrest your fall a little bit.
yeah, it just feels natural. It feels like it's and I got used to it quick. So it was like I don't typically turn it off. Like it's just the power up I keep on most of the time. I got a lot of coins on this run.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get anything for collecting them? Oh, I missed it.
That's why I said have one in the bag.
No, I wanted to get all the coins. I think if you were the elephant through this section, you'd probably be able to do it.
I don't think you get anything for it though.
There used to be cool stuff for getting all the coins, like, but maybe not anymore.
I do think they definitely didn't rely on nostalgia bait. There was like maybe a couple levels that had like the music from other games.
I wanted him to start
he was there
running.
for his health, Josh?
I wanted him to run. He just stayed there. Come on, man.
Yay!
Come with me.
If you're just listening, you got to go back and watch, because watching Josh struggle live as we're doing this is entertaining.
It's for the content.
Yep.
Come on, man. Why didn't you run?
Because he didn't see you. You were well above him.
But I thought for sure we were going to get like one Tanuki power up somewhere or a penguin suit somewhere.
I thought like a Wonder Flower was going to turn into like a 8-bit stage.
That's what I was hoping. Take us back to Super Mario Brothers, Mario 2.
That's all for the DLC.
This right here is like Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, it's like Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I played this level earlier today with the invisibility badge. The Wonder Seed makes you visible. It turns you into that tall, lanky Mario, and it makes you visible.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so I think when I make my video of the run, I'm not gonna pick up the Wonder Seed.
I was happy to see Captain Toad.
Yeah,
it's
but
nice that they have love for him.
I was hoping for the challenges, though. I wanted that, and they didn't do it.
Well, I was hoping that if you found them, in every world,
they would just announce a sequel to the game of Captain Toad.
I mean, they still, I guess they still acknowledge he exists. So
yeah.
Maybe we will get something. But yeah, I wish if you found him everywhere, you would get something special.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Buds.
Like maybe a skin for the Toads to be Captain Toad as opposed to just regular Toad.
Yeah.
But Nintendo wouldn't do that.
Because they hate you, John.
I thought I was going to be annoyed with the talking flower, but I didn't notice it at all.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Actually, there were some times that I felt kind of bad for them.
Yeah.
Like I'm here all alone.
But then sometimes like you would do stuff for them and they would reward you. There's in the desert, I think they're like drying up, so you got to get them water and they reward you with some coins, or it just makes you kind of feel good. And it's just smart game design.
I just ran into Uno. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I was also told that if you change the flower's voice to French Canadian, it sounds like SpongeBob. So if anyone's listening, try it out.
Here's the Wonder Flower. You found it that time. That was pretty good. Proud of you.
Hey, thanks. Oh, I touched the Goomba. That was precision right there. That's a little. I was surprised that it was. They left that much precision in at the beginning here.
You're on your path to a special world right now, so they don't care about your feelings.
I wanted more Wiggler races.
Yeah,
on the roller skates. Yes.
Yeah, we got 2.
There's a swim one. There's a roller skate one. There's one. I think isn't there another one in the desert?
Oh, is there a third one? I thought there was only 2. Maybe there might have been 3. But yeah, those levels wouldn't have taken that long to develop. So like, why not just give us more and just make them a little bit harder each time?
They were really, really fun. Like, and they were just kind of something different, than what the standard, like, just what you expect from standard Mario, just left to right and call it good. Like, somebody's
I
asking.
guess we could have all played together.
Yeah, the
We
conversation would have been riveting.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the thing. Oh, I guess we could talk about the online. I didn't try like online co-op, but I did play it online with like randos, and it's actually pretty good. I'm surprised how well it works.
Did you guys hear that? Like, I literally feel like hell may have froze over after what happened when it was first announced.
I think people are genuinely helpful.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second, because there are times that, like, even when you're just, you just have, like, I have online on right now.
Mhm.
I've literally seen people run to me to help, like, if I was the ghost or whatever. Like,
Yep. And I would stop and wait somewhere safe for somebody to try to get to me if I saw him as a ghost, and they would do the same for me.
Yeah, and then just even seeing like certain locations where it was like you could see somebody was struggling, so you could stand in an area and like show them like, oh, this is where you have to go.
I think that's how I found that one Wonder Seed that you were looking for, Josh, on that last one. I think somebody put a standee like right next to it, and if you're like looking for something on a level that is not super clear as to where to go, look for some random standees in kind of an odd spot that wouldn't make sense, and it probably is where the item is.
It was really helpful for those treasure hunting levels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh gosh, though that is bad level design.
That is co-op level design. That's what that is.
That is use our sensor badge that we made because we need you to want to use it. Like that, I did those without sensor badge on, and it was.
I think they designed those to have people work together to find it.
I would agree with you, but I will argue the camera in this game is not great. It's very confusing on how it switches from person to person, because it's not the person that is like leading everybody out in front. It changes between how many coins you pick up or a Wonder Seed, and then if somebody dies, then the camera switches to somebody else. So like you might be trying to find one of the coins, one of the flower coins, but if your camera person is down below and you're up top, you can't search anymore.
Yeah, but that's local. We're talking about online.
Okay.
Because couch co-op's dead, right?
Jeez, he just goes, okay.
No, I mean I don't have any experience with the couch co-op or the local.
We need to do the racing is what we need to do.
Yeah, I wonder if like
in the
does
room.
it work that way for online, or is it kind of like this?
So we have to make a friend room. So I think we'll probably try this after the show tonight. And so we make a friend room, we join on each other, we're in each other's instance. I think we see the ghosts of each other, but then we can go into a level, and then there's a white and red checkered box at the beginning of the level, and you hit it, and that's what triggers a friend race, and then you can just speed run to the end of the level.
I'm missing a seed.
Yeah, there's a seed to collect. I don't know where you need to get your seed.
Are you
for just completing the level?
I don't think it is, though. Because usually when you have a Wonder Seed, you have to get the seed to end the effect.
Oh yeah.
It
drops down. You have to
pull down the level further down.
Yeah, and then you duck. Yeah, something like that.
Further down.
Like further to the
right. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay,
right
so Cryptic
there.
asked about how to
Nope,
grind for purple coins. There is the Jet Run badge level in World 1. And that is the one that you could get 13 purple coins per run. It's like 900 an hour. That's what I did.
Oh, it's not going to be high enough.
I mean, I ended up just like even after I spent like
That's because you died so much.
no.
And you had to keep replaying the level.
Oh,
And keep getting
I
purple
think you already got a gold. You already got a gold flag on that one.
I think I hit it low both times. All right, we'll speed run it now.
Now you don't need to get the Wonder Seed either.
It's true. It's true. Also, those guys in the dark are terrifying. The little flower guys in the dark.
Put the bumper. Oh yeah, you didn't get it. You suck. Get good.
Let's see. Cryptic said, anyone find an easy way? Okay, that's what you guys just talked about.
So,
Brian, on a scale of Metroid Prime to Atari's ET, how would you rate this game?
Wait, is that saying that Metroid Prime is the best game ever?
I believe so.
Ooh. I would have went from on a scale of Tears of the Kingdom to Skyward Sword.
Well, he's sticking on a 2D plane, I guess.
Oh, wow. Tears of the Kingdom to Skyward. Johnny's hatred for Skyward Sword will never end.
Oh, Tears of the Kingdom easily tops this, by the way.
I mean, I think this is a solid 8. I mean, I really enjoyed my time with it. Like we said, I think it went by quickly. I don't know if that's us just being fast consumers.
Maybe we're just really good at it.
Yeah.
Because that like, can you imagine if that person really had to play that level for 3 hours? Like how long it would take them to beat this game?
Did she ever beat it? She switched to Twilight Princess.
Oh, I don't know. Man.
Did she ever beat the level? I don't know.
I don't know, but like, yeah, if that took her 3 hours, like maybe we're just really good at this game.
Maybe she's just playing 4D chess and we're just behind. She knew what she was doing.
Oh man, I would give it a 9, but I feel like I bashed too much on it, and people are gonna be like, "There's no way." It's a 9. Boss battles are bad. I'll deduct 0.5 for that. It's too
I just
short.
wish there were castles in every kingdom.
Yeah. The castles were fun. Like the castles were good.
The airships were fun, but the battles were all not great.
Yeah, so I'll deduct 0.5 for those two things. We're at 9 now. And then I just want more levels, so 8.5.
Cheesy.
I really enjoyed it. I'd give it a 9. I don't know. I played co-op most of the time, so I think it was just a good time playing with my wife, and yeah.
It's a 10. It's Mario.
Shill.
No, I think I think 9 is good. Maybe even 8.5. Like
I think if we get DLC, I think that bumps it up for me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the amount of fun that I had with Luigi U, like I want that with this game.
Yeah, also, I mean, this poor hippo is upside down. But
I think if we talk about things that we haven't talked about yet, like animation and music and just the overall style of it and surprise of each level is what you would look for in a Mario game or a Nintendo game. Like it's just fun, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of my Nintendo games.
And that's a good call. I mean, it is absolutely fun. And I mean, I know I've got buddies that are calling me like, yo, I'm just chilling out playing Mario right now. Like I never get calls like that, right? I never get like, this guy does some gaming periodically, but this game dropped and he's like, yo, I'm just and like he's talking like we are on the show where we're like somebody's playing and you're like you're trying to have a conversation, but he's like so into the game that he's
so exactly like this.
Yeah, exactly. Nailed it. But yeah, I mean, it was just and different people playing with their kids and stuff. Just
smack him and go run to the left. Sorry.
Just having a good time playing with their kids. I mean, I think it's fantastic. So,
Well, all right. So I checked my. Well, I don't know my official playtime, but I could see like based on my how my games are organized, and it has officially passed Vampire Survivors
Oh wow.
for time played.
I'm shocked.
Go back in there. I think if you jump on that other one really hard, you go up in the sky.
Do I need to go
No,
back
I mean,
down?
I love what they did with the Wonder. I mean, the music is good, the animations are
Maybe
good.
not.
I just want more. Like, I don't know why. Like, I made a video about how the boss battles are bad, and a lot of people are saying, "Well, that's how it's always been." It's like, well, why can't it be better? Like, why
Why
can't they
not update it?
improve?
Yeah.
Well, and I think we got a small glimpse of that with a little bit of some change, where you got big, Bowser got small, Bowser Jr. got big, you got small, and when you were small and he was big, you had to do some extra jumps. So it was not just 3 jumps, but it's still the same formula. I think the Bowser fight was a nice change compared to kind of in the same vein as World, where it was a different kind of mechanic. He was there in the air for you to fight, and it was a little bit different, which was good. And I maybe more can come out of that, but I think there was definitely a lack of
And just having a
fights.
Bowser Jr. Like, why was it always Bowser Jr.?
Yeah, there were no Koopa kids or anything.
And you know, New Super Mario Bros. On DS had like had clever boss battles. There was one where if you beat it with a mini mushroom, you would go to a completely different world.
That one you got to do the big jump, Josh.
You got this. Yay.
Okay, I will say this: when you blow through the clouds, it is. I love it. I absolutely love the way, like, because I mean, come on. Ever since we were kids, everybody's always wanted to like touch a cloud and like and it's always like you fly through a cloud in a plane. You're like, oh, this is just terrifying. It's not fun, and but the way you do the clouds in Mario, I'm like, okay, this is very satisfying. Like I could just take out all the clouds all the time and be
How
very
come you're not
happy.
Balloon Mario there? Is it because you got hit?
Well, I was Elephant Mario and he was holding his breath. See, look at his cheeks.
Because that's how it works in space. You just hold your breath and you're good.
Yeah, look at those cheeks. They are puffed. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, look at that big guy. He's huge. Oh, there's still a spike there. Watch out.
I mean, do you think we get DLC or content soon?
I do. I think I think
so.
they leave the Koopa Kids. The Koopa Kids are a way for them to bring DLC. There's so much. I think there's so much they can do. And if they had 2,000 ideas, like I can only assume that means there was more stages and stuff that they left out. I mean, I guess we could be wrong, but like
we can always go back to the Mushroom Kingdom too.
I mean the ideas in theory could be like put a coin here in this level and put a coin here in this level and put a wonder seed in this level. So they could be like each idea is where they put the wonder seeds.
Mm-hmm. And I saw Jimmy Pike talking about it early on in the chat, and like I'm bummed that we didn't get to play Yoshi. Like on Yoshi, like have him a character that we could like. I mean, it seems to me like, did we need him when there was Nabbit? Couldn't they have just made multicolored Nabbits? Or I don't know. Like I like the Yoshi mechanic. It was just something that was always like kind of fun, and it allowed you to get to different areas in the games as well. So that's one thing I did miss for sure. And I do miss the fact that we don't have an item that makes you fly. that just makes you
Like
where you can
bubbling.
Where you can run. Yeah, I mean that's pretty close, right? But just to be able to like run full speed and then fly, like that was just such a fun mechanic in 3 and in World. And then I didn't like love the way they did it in the new games with like the squirrel,
Propeller.
Squirrel.
you
Oh,
know.
the squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah, and the propeller was, it was whatever, but
There is a badge that is kind of like the propeller, just doesn't go as high.
Yeah, and that's actually a good speedrunning tool.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to speedrun this game now that I know how to do the bubbles.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the hotel room. Like I think that would be a lot of fun with this game to be able to maybe learn one of the like any percent or whatever completion.
Yeah, 'cause we watched an any percent at Games Done Quick of Mario 3, and there's I didn't realize this, but there's a glitch in 7, the World 7. So you warp whistle to World 2, and then you warp whistle again and go to World 7 instead of 8. And then there's like this glitch to go through, and it just clips you into the end screen. They beat the game in like 3 minutes 15 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was super fun to watch. Also, didn't we see like a 90% run?
We
Also
saw 100% run. It was a 2-play. It was a co-op play.
You gotta get the other hippo.
You already have the golden thing. You don't need it, but
I do have it. Okay, that's right. I did get it. I just needed the coin.
But yeah, they were doing strategic like cloud skips over levels so that one player could continue with a certain power up in certain levels and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They were trying to get to the end with the hammer because it's easy to beat Bowser with the hammer, and then the guy got hit and lost it, and they were both just like.
And so they both had the same power up going into it, so they went and did a versus battle
to
see who got to go kill Bowser.
yeah, which was really fun.
But yeah, they did 100% completion of Mario 3 in like an hour 25 minutes or something like that with a versus battle in the middle there.
I'm too used to my hat. I keep spinning.
Yeah.
So this is the level that you could grind purple coins.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
I spent over an hour in this level, and like I could tell other people were doing it too because they all had like 5 medals, and we were just trying to get that final.
Oh, you
medal.
can see what people have their.
Yeah, well, when you complete the level, when they complete it with you,
you
could see what they have.
This is fun. We're watching Josh learn.
Yeah, I did like the challenge levels like this. I just want more. I just want more. Nintendo. I'm worried that we're not going to get more until the next system. We're going to have to spend $70 to get
Super Mario Wonder Deluxe.
Yeah,
that's what will happen.
And I'm going to do it.
I know you will. No question. Got to run longer in the air. Oh, come here, somebody.
Yeah, get used to this because you're going to need to know how to do it. And
that became one of the easiest parts of the gauntlet. Was all the stuff leading up to invisibility got so easy by the end.
I didn't like the Vine Whip one.
The Vine Whip one that was kind of frustrating. If you messed up hitting that 1-2 block space with the spikes.
No, the one that was the worst was the bounce one. With the fire wheels.
The spring jump with the fire wheels.
Yeah.
Well, all the ones right before a checkpoint. So swimming with the electricity, and the fire bounce hop and invisibility. They're all designed to be the toughest challenge.
Yeah, see, like Suburban has 6 medals. I don't know why he's still playing that level because
he's grinding coins.
Why? What does he need them for?
How many medals are there? 6 or 8?
There's 6. There's 6.
But he's just, I don't know.
He's a Suburban.
He's flexing.
He had like 89,000 helpful points.
I'm sitting at 99 lives and 999 purple coins, so I don't really have anything to do. I'm just running through invisible. No.
Nate says, "Are you okay, Josh?" Nate, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Maybe that's
Is this
what
your first time getting to Special World, or did you?
Yeah, never been here. Never been here. Look at this. Woohoo! Look at how excited he is.
See, I thought since it was kind of easy to get to the special world that there was going to be another world that we didn't know about. Because it's not hard. Because you get there in the first world.
Well, and
I guess it's kind of like Star Road.
I think I had unlocked it, but I didn't like announce itself for the Petal Islands entrance. I was like looking around for it, and then I like Googled where it is, like if I needed to go find another exit, but like Petal Islands was already green checked for me. So I'm like, where is it? And because it's just a random spot at the very beginning of Petal Islands that it just pops up there when you're done. So I don't think there was a secret exit to open up the Petal.
Yeah, well, there were a couple that were like you had to do the. Like, I think in World 3 and World 5, you had to go back into the last level just for them to say, "Oh, we got like in World 5." It's like, "Oh, we got stuck again." Now you can go to the special world.
I'm looking at this level. This is going to be so hard, invisible.
I don't think it will. Well, I guess yeah. There is a part where you're kind of screwed, Josh. There's no way. Oh, hey, whoa!
He comes back.
I didn't know he comes back.
Ha ha! No.
Now you're screwed.
No. Come, baby, come back. Oh well. It was.
Oh, I don't have to do. Is this a? This is special world.
You don't have to do it.
No, I don't. But
the real challenge is if you do it.
Yeah.
That's the
because like badge challenges I'm not gonna have to do because you can't be invisible with it.
Does everybody love the way Mario still pulls his hat over his face when he crouches? Like, it's my absolute favorite. Well, we are at 1 hour and 12 minutes, guys. We've talked nothing but wonder this entire time, and we appreciate you being here with us live. I see some familiar faces: Lacey Pacey, Nady Nay, Travels with Batty, Jimmy Pike, Cryptic. Let's see, Julie. I'm scrolling back here. Brian, and a handful more. Mule was here. Thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. If you're listening to this after the fact, y'all are amazing, and we love you, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.